Hey, what's going on, everybody? Blazer here, coming at you with another Naruto Shinobi Collection tier list video. Alright, this time we're going to be going over the newest tier list, and I want to go over it quickly because of, well, you guys know how fast the meta changes in this game. Shit. Before you know it, next week we'll have something better. So let's start off with the decent supports. Because everything else, if it isn't on this tier list, it probably sucks and is not worthy of mention. It probably is. I think it might be a bigger one in the actual like database section. You go to the pinned messages in the Discord and you can see the link to it. But let's start right here because everything else is kind of just shit. So let's start with the A. We got the Sage 6 Pass. We got Nagato. We still got this Jiraiya right here who can put you in that. What is it? The Confusion State, I think. Sai. I don't even remember what he does. Datara, don't know. Asha was a solid support. Obito, I still haven't even maxed him out yet. I need to put some respect on the homie Shinobi Blazing's son name and max him out. But I mean, I did with this one, but I still haven't with this one. Hidan's still hanging on there. He is going through like a midlife crisis right now. It feels like, especially Nagato. Nagato's going through like I don't even know what's worse than a midlife crisis. Shikamaru, I don't even remember what he does. He's just there to me. Kabuto, Izuna's an Uchiha support. Shisui, I'm pretty sure next tier list, he probably won't be on here anymore. Nagato, he wasn't that good when he fucking came out. I was highly disappointed with this Nagato. Highly disappointed. Kurenai, she's just there. Madara's just there. Hidan's just there. Sai, he's just there. He honestly doesn't do any fucking thing. I don't feel any fear when I see him. Hashirama's just there. That guy's just there. This Naruto's still free. The fact that he's still hanging on, he's a free unit is it's kind of bad because they don't really release really good free units. He was like the one good free unit that they released in a long time. If you want to get a good unit in the Shinobi collection, you got to summon. Tamari's there. Gaara's still there for support, and this Obito is meh. Now we come up to the niche support. Kakuzu's still pretty good. His second skill, being able to protect us, is still pretty helpful. Itachi's still hanging in there too, because he one of the reasons I think he hangs in there so tough is because of the fact that he has like I think is a guaranteed skip against Sasuke units, but they're starting to release a little bit more skip units and skip immunity. That's starting to get reduced a little bit. This EX Story version 1 Itachi, this Itachi's still pretty good with all his nice little states. I think he sealed and stuff too. He's pretty good. Minato, he does really good because for some reason I don't remember what he does, but when I go up against him in 3v3 and I take who do I take with me? I think it's this EX Destroyer Madara up here. When I take him and go use Madara's terrain state, this Minato is completely unaffected by it. Like I said, I can't remember exactly what he does, but he actually can hold his own against the Madara. So the fact that he can hold his own against multiple Nun-type units, especially Nun-types that are going against Konoha, it says testaments to him. This guard was being used a lot in one of the previous PvPs. I think like 3 PvPs ago, he's being used a lot. Sage Mode Naruto's still hanging in there. Taiyuya's there. Origin Kakashi. I pulled you just in time to pull the Naruto and Sasuke Kizuna unit, and yeah, man. I'm sorry, but if as soon as I can drop their cost to 90, we'll drop their cost from 90 rather into 0. I don't see myself using you that much anymore because when I want to run a Naruto and Sasuke team, I don't want to put the Kizuna units on it. I guess I can use you, but if they start releasing units in the future that when you max potential them, they can drop their cost to 0, you're gonna start dropping because you're gonna lose your usefulness compared to the God Lead version of you. I'm sorry, the God Lead version is leaps and bounds better than you. He's a God Lead, you're not. Part of the reason I wanted you so badly is because of your cost. You could still help me out with the instant guided state and not completely eat up my cost. But now that we can reduce the cost to 0, Hinata's still pretty good, being able to buff her unit skill damage by 800%. I'm kind of curious to see what the new Naruto and Sasuke would do with a buff that massive. Like, I kind of want to take them in the showcase and get them against type advantage unit and see what they could do with that and with the team ultimate, because I'm kind of curious. That team ultimate hits very hard, so I want to see what they can do. But I want to max potential them first. The Kizuna, Naruto, and Sasuke, what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to do a bunch of videos playing with them, but it's not going to actually be a showcase. It's going to be some team builds going. There's going to be a bunch of other stuff going, but it's not going to be an actual showcase until I get them max potential, because having the max potential. Well, it's probably gonna take a while though. I don't know. It depends on where the wind blows. You get what I'm saying? Because I want to have the max potential to reduce their cost to zero, but that might take a while because I don't know exactly how the potential stones are gonna line up for me in order to open up paths for them. This Sasuke right here is all right. Not gonna be making waves in 3v3 or PvP. This Sasuke has fallen off tremendously. I didn't expect him to fall this hard because he just came out in what was it May alongside the God Slayer Naruto, who's still a very powerful unit. This Sasuke is good. It's just like his damage kind of feels inconsistent with his first skill, and then his second skill being able to remove God states and stuff. They started to release more and more units that do that. Like I think the God Slayer Sasuke does that, removes God states and stuff too. And then actually I can check right here. Let me come over to it here right here. Cause I'm pretty sure the new Kushina can do that, and this Sasuke can do it too. So let's see. Parties removing immune and negative special states in God states. Okay, so let's come back out of here. I think Kushina can do it. Let me look at it closely. Hope it loads. Um, let's see. No, she doesn't do it. She does the God's shield state. Okay, so she doesn't do it, but since she's a tank, it doesn't really matter that much. Let's come over here to the top. Now let's go to that Sasuke. Scroll up a little bit. Let me see if you can find it pretty quickly. Where are you at, Sasuke, my boy? Somebody put a Meliodas icon in here. I have to click it. It's fucking Meliodas, bitch. All right, cool. Where are they? They're pretty close. I can feel it. Here they are, right here. All right, let's click on this Sasuke right here. I'm kind of curious because I'm pretty sure you remove God states. Let me go to your second skill. Let me just look at it closely. Remove and disable positive special state, positive God state, affect and grant the God's Eye God state, ignore resistance and skill dodge, and grant a random enemy the God's Eye God state and the God's Eye state. Enemies remove and immune in positive special state and positive God states. Defense and speed minus 33%. Remove and immune to negative special states and negative God states. And then was I looking at this Sasuke right here? Now let's go to the other units, cause I mean the fact that he does that is like, cause I mean once you remove the God state and make the team impossible to put it on themselves, then you pretty much done his job right there. All the extra stuff is pretty cool, but it's not as needed. Cause like look, you say he removes God states. Yeah, he removes negative special states, negative immune to negative special and God states. Okay, and then removes an immune to positive special and God states. Okay, so he pretty much does the same thing similarly. So you don't really need him like that. And then his first skill is kind of inconsistent. So Neji, okay, Danzo. I fucking hate Danzo. I just don't like this dude. Not as the unit in the game, but just the character in the show. I fucking hate this dude. I don't even use this one like that anymore. I maxed him out. Don't even fucking use him. Fuck Danzo. I hate him. This Naruto's still a good support for God leads, but I mean, you could run him on a team. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could run him on a team with the Kizuna, Naruto, and Sasuke. With their cost reduced to zero, this is with their cost reduced to zero in mind. With that in mind, put them on a team with him, in Kushina, and and since it buffs gods, you probably throw Kakashi right there, and you got a monstrous team right there. Godly Kakashi, this godly Naruto, Kushina, and the Kizuna units. That's a nice team right there. And if you max potential them, ooh yeah, that's a disgusting team. Sakura's still good because her terrain state. She terrain locks basic attacks, and she gives her teammates pretty much infinite chakra with her terrain state. So that's pretty good. This Minato right here, still solid. You're pretty good too. EX Destroy Itachi as a 7-star. This Minato's pretty good as a 7-star. I didn't think he'd be as high as a 7-star, but I guess I should check him out because I did 7-star him, so I should check him out. This is the newest Champions Reward unit. This Obito with his mask right here. Did you translate him? I can't remember if he did or not. I can't remember. Because I don't know what he does off the top of my head. And then getting Champions Reward units in this game is so fucking irritating that I never really even care to look into it. Hinata's still pretty good. Indra's alright. And this Pain is, nah. Sakura's falling off. Tsunade. These female units are good in female only PvP. Like in female only PvP, they'd be like top tier. But in overall, yeah. Ultra Instinct Izuna. Okay, I still have a little bit of troubles with him now and again. He's still He still he can hang in there. He can hang with the best of them, especially Gold Frame with some decent gear. He can hang with the best of them. Honestly, I think right here, I think was it great support? Yeah, I would still say he's a great unit. Jiraiya, don't see him too much to even really judge him. Pulled him recently, haven't maxed him out yet or anything. Um, this dude right here, honestly, he deserves to be in like a weird space of his own. For the simple fact is he can buff his own insta kill, and when he buffs himself with his second skill, he can give himself like immunity to skills. So once you give yourself immunity to skills, man, shit. I accidentally exited out of the tier list. I'll go back to it in a minute. Um, did you add him? Yes, he did. The homie. Open that back up. See something. He's immune to all skills, including fixed damage, except for Saijutsu, which is a guy, which you're not going to run into, or Sakura, which you're not really going to run into like that. Sage, you might run into a Sage mode Naruto or two. And increase insta kill counter by chance for a max of 100. So he can max out his insta kills. Once his insta kills are maxed out, he's guaranteed insta killing. That's fucking stupid. And then he can insta kill everybody except champions. But like I said, you don't run into champions like that. You really don't. How many champions do you honestly see? Only two champions you really see like that are a problem, are an actual problem, are Kakashi and like maybe Gaara. Mostly Kakashi. So, and you don't even see Kakashi like that. So I mean, you're pretty much going to be always insta-killing everybody. And the fact that you can make yourself immune to all skills is pretty monstrous. And if you're really, really scared to have Obito get killed too early, you could take a unit that can protect him. So, yeah, this is fucking just ridiculous. I'm sorry, this unit deserves to be in a tier in his own. He just will never lose his usefulness. I don't see him ever getting a major nerf. I mean, the new Kizuna Naruto and Sasuke kind of do it because the Sasuke one kind of makes himself immune to insta kills and stuff. But I mean, that's only one unit. Now in the future, I guess you start releasing more and more units like that, he will start to lose his usefulness, and it becomes more of a regular thing to have that immunity to insta kills. Then sure, but I don't see that becoming a thing in the future too soon. Let me go back on here to the tier list real quick, real lickety split, and then come back over here to the right here. Open back up the original. I guess we can start off in this tier right here now. This Naruto right here, boy. Wish I pulled him on Naruto Day. Couldn't get him, but he is very good. Best Sage Mode Naruto in the game. Which one is this one again? Let's get you out of here. Let's open up this Naruto now. This Naruto is very good. Translations. Let's come over to the translations tab whenever it decides to open. Punk ass computer, please hurry up. Thank you. Alright, now, Sage Mode Naruto, can't remember what he does either. Because I don't have him. It's harder for me to remember what the unit does if I don't have them. Because I can go off memory of seeing them in action. But since I don't have them, I can't do that. Naruto. Let's open up the original so I can actually get the zoomed in translations of it so you guys can see it too. Inflict a smokescreen state, very high chance to cancel. Okay, that's cool. Deal additional attacks, yes. Smokescreen state, smokescreen chance to cancel. Okay, so he can cancel the shit out of people. He's fast as hell. He can withstand 5 times. Inflict jutsu seal to all enemies at the start of battle if there's an Akatsuki enemy. Oh! Now I'm starting to remember now. Oh, he is an Akatsuki Slayer, boy. Inflict Jutsu Seal. Jutsu Seal is one of like the things you do not want to get hit with. Because you can't do anything. Being Jutsu Sealed is like one of the worst things ever because you can't do anything. It's the equivalent of getting. You might as well get your turn skipped if you're not. If you're just gonna be Jutsu Sealed. It's part of the reason so many people take the third Hokage because he Jutsu Seals upon death. So if he Jutsu Seals when he dies, then you can just take that time to just clap everybody's teeth because they can't do anything. They can't use their second skill, their first skill, they're locked. They can't do anything. And then he withstands +5, so that's honestly really stupid. So if you were to inflict Jutsu Seal on somebody and take a third Hokage in there, and while they're jutsu sealed, you're just constantly attacking them. And if they somehow survive after the jutsu seal wears off, you can take the third Hokage, have them kill him because they'll automatically target the person with the lowest HP. So they'll kill the third Hokage, and then they'll be jutsu sealed again. So you can honestly put them in kind of this weird jutsu seal loop. You can take Kabuto too. Also, don't forget about God Slayer Kabuto if you have him. You take God Slayer Kabuto on the team, and then revive the third Hokage after he dies, and once he revives, they can possibly kill him again if they somehow still are fucking alive even after you've done all that jutsu sealing. If they can kill him again and get jutsu sealed again. So that you can honestly put somebody in a nasty, especially Akatsuki units, in a nasty, nasty, nasty loop with this Naruto. So hopefully I pull him. If I pull him, he will be a very good Max Nindo. I'm Max Nindo him instantly. He'll grant the Sage Mode state to himself, grant the Path state to Konoha allies. Speed plus 150, skill plus 200% per turn for a max of 1,000. Yes, very good. That's a very nice skill to help out your allies. Very nice skill to help out your allies. Very nice. And then he also basic attacks and always crits, so he's gonna be hitting hard with his basic attacks. He can get himself the first strike if there's an Origin or an Akatsuki unit enemy on the team, so that's honestly really good too. All his skills are really, really fucking good. Even his leader skill isn't bad. Chance for an extra turn if there's an Origin enemy. So I mean, even that's not even a bad one right there. So you get extra turns, additionals, jutsu sealing, withstands, first strike chance, smoke screen, state to cancel, and you can buff your allies. This Naruto's disgusting, and you can get a max of 1,000. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, this Naruto's good. So let's back out of here. That's enough of me sucking him off. Shisui's still pretty good because he can put the befuddle state on them. And a god unit that can put the befuddle state on people is just Kabuto. Kabuto don't need an introduction and shit. He's still fucking your bitch. He, with his terrain state, can revive people infinitely. That's all I need to say right there. He just doesn't hit that hard. He can still hit for about 2 million, 2 million, but his main usefulness is from his revives after a unit dies with his terrain state. The fact that he can constantly keep everybody alive on the team is disgusting. Honestly, if you're scared this Kabuto is gonna die, take a unit that can protect him, or protect him against skill damage, or like something like that. Like top of my head, Christmas Hanabi, the Kushina, shit. This Naruto wouldn't be bad. This no, not this godly Sasuke. No. This nigga right here wouldn't be bad. I'm taking him in the showcase. He wouldn't be bad. Like these two work really good on a team together because he revives and he's just there to die. So once he dies, he can revive. These two work so great on a team together. Sasuke, my boy, yes, I love you so fucking much. I can't wait to get those Kizuna, Naruto, and Sasuke down to a 0 team thoughts, because my ideal team is the Kizuna, Naruto, and Sasuke. This Sasuke right here, the duo shitheads, and then Kushina right there. That would be an amazing fucking team. Those 4 right there. Oh my gosh, that would be a disgusting team. And if I didn't want to take Kushina or the Sasuke, I could take Kakashi. He would also be very good in that spot too. Oh my goodness, that would be a disgusting team. And then Naruto, the duo shitheads, they don't need no introduction. They still clapping y'all cheeks, y'all know it. Godslayer Sasuke, not Sasuke, but Naruto, still very fucking powerful unit. Skips, terrain. The Kizuna, some Naruto, I think with his second skill kind of does similar terrain to his effect. A similar effect with his second skill to his terrain. Kushina, best tank in the game. You're just there to die. That's part of the reason you're so high. You're there for Rambu, and you're still pretty good too. Forgot what this Itachi does. Still a very good unit though, especially with the Scarecrow gear, and he can protect himself too. Now for the Naruto and Sasuke. Let's talk about the Naruto and Sasuke. And Yuya even gave him God unbalanced piece of shit. These niggas have literally no weakness as of right now. I can't really see any weakness with them. Especially if you take some really good units. I mean, they're the first unit in the game that have an exchange mechanic. They're the first unit in the game when you max potential them, they can drop their cost, not reduce it, but drop it all the way to 0. They can 0 out a cost. That in itself is broken. Even if they had just reduced the cost to like 30 or 40 or something like that, that still is a fucking major help. But the fact they drop it to 0, oh my god. And then they have a team ult. The team ult, you can't get away from that fucking team ult. It goes through dodges and withstands and all that. Let me look at it. Let's be accurate as possible. Let's go over and look at it. I didn't even talk about this Obito. Obito is pretty good. Let's go over back to Naruto and Sasuke because that's where our heads really at. Open up yours. and then open up Sasuke. Sasuke is my favorite of them, the exchange units. But I'm gonna start with Naruto first to get the Storm State off. Switch to Sasuke, and then clap cheeks. Um, the only problem with that is if I switch to um Sasuke, then the God Slayer Sasuke won't be able to be immune to all skills because there's no Naruto on the team. So I might need to try to fit a Naruto somewhere on that team. But I really like this Sasuke, because this Sasuke he doing fixed damage, additionals. He can inflict illusion on god enemies. And then his second skill, he reduces all enemies' speed and skill by 100%. He removes enemy positive special in God state. Grant the conflagration state to the party. Skip, cancel, instant kill, enemy terrain immunity. Skills are always hit when attacked by an enemy. Inflicted with the storm state. Own skill damage plus 200%. Chakra, recover 200% chakra and grant instant action. That is fucking broken. And if you want to take Akashi to help out with that too, you can. All characters cast speed +1 for 5 times skip immunity. I don't really care about the skip immunity like that because a lot of units have that on their potential system. Chance for first strike and chance for instant action when attacked by a god enemy. Of course, yep. Revive. Can't forget about the revive. For 3 turns, negative special state immunity. That's pretty good right there. Maximum chakra +10 per turn. Type advantage, and then this fucking shit. Their team ultimate right here. Their Kizuna skill. Or their team ultimate. Whichever one you call it. It does penetrate damage, which means that's going through your defense. It grants the conflagration state to the party. It ignores resistance. Inflicts the storm state to all enemies. It always hits. Cast speed reduction is invalid. Skipping, cancel, and instant action is invalid during action. Penetrate damage ignores skill immunity. Skill resistance. Skill reduction. Damage cut and dodge. Skill dodge. Skill damage can't fall below 100%. They just say fuck everything. You're getting hit with this. This is almost like an instant killing itself. That is fucking broken. So we swap back over to the Naruto one. Yes, the Naruto one. He can inflict the seal state on god killer enemies, which you're probably gonna run into a lot in PvP and 3v3. His party speed is going to get buffed by 100%. Remove negative special states and god states. Inflict the storm state to enemies. In the storm state, HP and chakra minus 25% per turn. Disable withstands, revives, and immortality when attacked. And then Sasuke comes on and just makes you immune to instant kills and cancels and all this other crazy stuff. And then we come over to one of his abilities. One of his abilities, Revive +2 for 3 turns, Terrain Immunity. That is fucking broken right there. But I don't really care that much about it because Sasuke has it built into his second skill to give terrain immunity. So it really just depends on which one you want to run. You can run either one of them and still be clapping cheeks. Like I said, I personally prefer the Sasuke because of just that second skill just seems like so much it just seems so much like help to me. But I mean, yeah. So I think that's all I gotta say about this new tier list right here, baby. I really don't think I have anything else to say. Agree with the tier list. These are an unbalanced piece of shit. If anybody can find a weakness in these motherfuckers, I would love to hear it. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this video right here, guys. You guys like this video? You want to see more? Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. This is me, your boy Blaze Hood. Peace out.